Hey everybody, I'm John. I collect cards. I hope you're all doing well. It is Saturday, December 14th, 11 days till Christmas. In this video, I'm going to talk about the recent order of Zion MagPro cases that I've picked up. I ordered my first batch, gosh, not even less than 10 days ago, 7 to 10 days ago, and I got them yesterday, and I've got a bunch of cards already kind of set up in them. They're all Yankees cards, so I'm gonna let you know that ahead of time in case you would want to skip this one and maybe watch some other cards. But they're all Yankee cards. But I wanted to just sort of show you kind of what they look like from my perspective, and just sort of talk about my first impressions of them. So stick around, and I'll turn the phone around. Hang on. So I was intrigued by these cases, like a lot of collectors were, probably closer to the start of this year. I'm not exactly sure when Zion put these out. They're called MagPro cases. They're meant to basically look like slabs. So if you're haven't really heard of these before and you're coming across this, I'm sort of giving a little bit of background here just to start. But this Robin Yount rookie card from '75 I've just had for a while, and I asked Dylan, Double D Vintage Baseball Cards, if he'd be willing to put it in one of his holders, and with his own custom flip here, because he sort of gives it his own little grade, and with a centering score as well, which is super cool. And he did that for me and gave it to me at the National, which was great. And so for the last few months, I've been thinking about, what, I think I might just put my own order in at some point. And so I finally did that. It was less than 2 weeks ago, maybe a week to 10 days ago, like I said earlier, and they arrived already. I put in an order for 20. I put in an order for 20 cases, and also some custom flips. So here's what I got yesterday. I'm actually going to show a picture here before I'd kind of put these out, but basically the box that they came in. But here's what I got. Came in a whole sleeve of them. So first off, the website right now, the Zion case website, has a deal going on for these, and that's really why I sprung for it this finally. Because I'm not the kind of collector who spends a lot at one time on supplies. It's rare when I'm going to put down $50 or more just in supplies. I tend to buy my sleeve, like my penny sleeves. I'll buy them, 2 or 3 packs at a time, and along with a box of a package of one package of top loaders for $5, and $3 in penny sleeves. So like I'm that kind of guy, and it brings me to the LCS as well on a fairly regular basis. But that's how I'd rather kind of outlay my hobby dollars. I kind of get the supplies as I need them, and I don't have a lot, on hand at any one time, not like, boxes worth. But I did put the order in finally for this, and for $60, $60 with, out the door. And again, it was a sale of some kind. I forget how much it was. It might have been like 25% off. And, this isn't meant to be a marketing video for Zion cases at all. But overall, in a nutshell, the experience has been very good. So first off, they not only sent me 20, they sent me 25. This is a box of 25 slabs, or cases, magnetic cases. And I mean, I've already put 13 cards in here, and I've got 12 left in here, which was awesome. I mean, maybe they know, I was a first-time buyer, so they gave me a deal and threw in 5 for free, which was fantastic. And then I also ordered for $4, for $3.99, I ordered a package of 25 of these Yankees, flips, I guess you could say, labels, and they just have that in the back. But for $4 for 25 of these, for Yankees cards that I wouldn't be grading, but I would still love to be able to kind of, have in my PC in maybe a more display kind of way, or just sort of dress them up a little bit. This is, I think, very quickly realizing this is a great way to kind of showcase your own card, like your PC cards that, they might be $10 cards, $20 cards, maybe a $5 card, or I don't know, maybe even a $30 or $40 card, but maybe something you wouldn't necessarily send in for grading. These cases are, you know, they're onto something. I think actually, this has been really fun to put these together. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to run through 13 cards here, here in the last few minutes of this video, and we'll call it a video. But I'm going to just sort of start with this. So here's an example, and you're going to see kind of a rainbow of colors or across these 13 cards, just from a general look and feel and how they work with the pinstripe up top. They have them for all the major league teams, and a couple of like I think most teams have at least 2 examples as well, which is cool. Like the other Yankee example was had New York going across, I think. So, but I went with the classic pinstripes. So here's a Derek Jeter card from, oh gosh, it's a recent Topps Archives snapshot set, which was an online-only release that I don't think they do anymore, or they haven't in a couple of years, but hand numbered to 50, blue parallel. Just that card just looks really good. I think it looks really, really good in this. So there's one example. Just going to run these out. I got 3 Derek Jeter cards here I'm going to start this with. Here's one here. This is 2021 Topps Gold Label. Class 1 red parallel numbered to 75. Look at that card. That looks just really good to me. Great batting pose, nice portrait. You know, I'm a Yankee fan, so, you know, the pinstripes, seeing the pinstripes, you know, here, up top, to me it just works pretty well. There's the numbering there. You won't see any Juan Soto cards in this video. I'll tell you that right now. Of course, you probably figured that out for yourself. You know, it is what it is. It's not a big surprise that he, elected to sign with another team, and it's not a surprise that he decided to sign with the Mets. I'll even say he looks pretty good in the Mets jersey. Seeing those first photos that they released, but you know, it's now already in the distant past in my mind. Juan Soto helped give the Yankees bring the Yankees to a pennant last year. And to me, that's success. Unfortunately, they couldn't do it in the big show against the Dodgers. But you know, wasn't meant to be. Hal Steinbrenner was in it to win it. Steve Cohen's got more money than he does, and that's what it came down to. I think didn't come down to a luxury suite or anything like that, in my opinion. Anyway, Steinbrenner could have offered $800 million, and Cohen would have offered 801. It just, I don't think it was going to end in any other way now, looking with 2020 hindsight. But let's get back to these cards. Good luck to Soto and the Mets next year. Thankfully, he didn't go to the Red Sox. If he had gone to Boston, that would have been pretty difficult to deal with. But I'm in a way, I'm happy for the Mets because I'm not a Mets fan, but I don't dislike them either. They're the other New York team, and they don't play in the same league essentially. So it's it's not like hockey or basketball when the New York teams are arch rivals, when they play 5 to 6 times a year. So in terms of divisional games, interleague aside. But anyway, let's look at this Derek Jeter card here. Third of 3 Jeter cards I have in here is a green parallel. This is from the Bob Ross set last year. I sprung for a box of this last year, and I pulled this really nice Jeter card actually. And instead of having them in top loaders, I get to put a card number to, it's numbered to 75, and it just looks really fun and, silly fun, I guess you could say. But, incorporated all these Bob Ross works into cards. And they had these cool, they're like, these parallels have like a canvas kind of feel. You could sort of see the texture in there. But good stuff there. I thought these for these kinds of cards, these that are like PC favorites, this is a good option. These holders are a good option. I just showed this card in my last video, and I decided to put my 61 Topps Roger Maris MVP card into one of these, and yeah, just works for me. There's the back. I'm fine with this. That doesn't bother me. I'm actually working on my own. I'm going to follow through and order some custom labels as well. I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do for that, and eventually when I order them and get them finished in terms of a design, I'll share a few examples of that too later on, whenever. That'll be probably sometime early next year. But hey, if I showed a Roger Maris card, let's put a Mickey Mantle card in one of these too. I've had this for a couple of years. It's just not in great condition. It's like a VG kind of card that I got at my LCS, but gosh, a Mickey Mantle card and a top loader to me just wasn't enough. So switch hitter connects from 62 tops. Here's the back. Really nice card there. I like that card. Let's we're gonna throw some more modern cards here, and then we have a couple of vintage cards near the end as well still. So, but here are a couple of Aaron Judge cards. I told you it's gonna be like a rainbow here, just to show you an examples of how these can look. This is a really cool Aaron Judge. This is a from 2022 Topps Fire. It's numbered to 99. 77 of 99. I remember the night I pulled this, actually. I picked up a box at Target and pulled this the night that he hit his 60th home run late in the 22 regular season. So that was kind of a fun hobby memory. It's always fun collecting hobby memories like that. Along with the cards, you collect the memories too of, like, you know, when you picked up a Grail card, or when you picked up a card that completed a goal, or just things like that, or a cool pull like that. I don't do too many more pulls because I'm not buying too much, nearly as much as I was in 21 and 22. But here's a one from 21. I remember actually I got this in a break. I was doing breaks in 21 as well, because that was still pretty brand new back to the hobby after such a long time away. But this is 2021 Topps Chrome, the 86, parallel number 299. So cards like this, I really enjoy putting these in these holders. They just they spiff them up. They spiff them up a little bit. So from a pure collector kind of thing, they're cool. I like them. Here's Anthony Volpe from 2024 Topps Heritage. It's a refractor. It's numbered to 575. So there's that one. It's a pretty cool looking card. And then we got a few more. This one I pulled from, so I bought one box of Topps Archives last year, and it was the one that had like the lunch box in it. And I got a Roberto Clemente lunch box, which was kind of fun to get. And this was one of the bigger pulls in that box. I got a Whitey Ford in here. Here's an orange example. I told you, a rainbow here. It just kind of worked out that way. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of a dust speck in there, so I'm gonna have to crack this open again. And these are much easier to crack than a regular slab, that's for sure. Although these magnets are pretty tough. These magnets are very, very strong, you know, for what it is. And, you know, just again with the case, they're very stackable. These cards are very stackable. Again, if you haven't like explored this, they stack very neatly and tightly and securely. They feel pretty good in hand. They're nice, yeah. This one, so this Whitey Ford is numbered to 15. So I decided, you know what? It's a nice parallel of this. Let's put it in one of these. So I got that, and I've got, oh gosh, I got 4 more cards, and we'll wrap it up. Let's go to vintage here, and I'm actually going to put out a second stand here. I've got these two 1958 All-Star cards, and they're in pretty nice shape. I picked them up at an LCS for literally $5 a piece. And I have been on the fence about grading these for a while, but now I have these. I'm comfortable how they look in terms of, like, I don't need to grade these because you know, they're not high value All-Stars. They're great Yankees from 58 being a championship year as well. And both Skowron and Turley had great 1958 World Series performances. So I wanted to kind of recognize that for my own PC by putting each of these in here. Here's the Skowron. I mean, the corners on both of these are great. Skowron's a little off center, but the Turley, I've been actually closer to sending in the Turley because look at that centering. The centering and the corners are really, really good on this, but here's the issue with this. It's got a big print line. That's why it was $5. Probably at my LCS, got a big print line going right down the middle mostly. So that's what's in my mind preventing me from sending it in for a grade, because it is a pretty strong card overall. I mean, I think both of these cards would be contenders for 6s, but you know, for the 15 bucks it would be to do that. They're just not highly valuable cards, even in a SGC or PSA slab, in a 6. You're talking 7s or 8s, then yeah, sure, they're probably worth it. But in this regard, though, I love with the pinstripe, the Yankee logo, and just this is my favorite All-Star design. The very first Topps All-Stars are my favorite design, the 58s. Just fantastic looking. So got those two all MagPro'd up. And then I've got two last cards I'm going to show here, and we'll call it a video. You know, a lot of you know that Thurman Munson's one of my favorite players of all time, and definitely in my top 3 Yankees, and might be #1. And so I did put a Munson card in here. Now I plan to do his whole player run at some point, and I do want all of it graded, every card of that graded. So I will be sending those in eventually. But I found one actually that in my just sort of PC Munson stash. Shout out to my friend Tim here, who gifted me this a while back now, a couple of years ago maybe. It's really nice. This is one of those, what's his name? Edward Vela? Edward Vela cards. He does a lot of these artwork cards where he takes a photograph and kind of plays around with it in software, and kind of like in Photoshop probably, and kind of makes it look like a watercolor or something. But they're really cool. And I thought this card in this holder was perfect. Like, to me, it's a perfect use of the MagPro. It kind of just elevates it, you know, makes it, from a PC standpoint, I absolutely love this card even more. Just really, really cool. I like how the NYs are kind of almost stacked together like that. And what I really like about this particular card is that this particular image, and I guess Vela signs all these himself. He makes them, you know, he only makes 50 of each one, but you know, I think he's made over 40 Munsons at this point. I was looking on eBay recently in terms of he does I guess pretty regular solid business on these. This is just an awesome image. I like the watercolor effect actually quite a bit. I think this would have been, like, I could see this as a great 1980 Topps card. If Munson, if we didn't lose him so soon, I could almost see this as a really cool image that they based for a 1980 Topps card. I mean, it's got look at his mustache. You know, I don't know what year this was taken, but you know, and maybe the artist put, you know, some gray in there. But I'm guessing it's probably, you know, toward the end of his life. But it's almost has like I'm getting too old for this, blah, kind of look to it. You know, I'm through with these musical chair managers. My knees are killing me. Still love this game, but dang, I'm getting near the end maybe of a career. But gosh, I wish you could have played a little bit longer. Anyway, just thought this card would be perfect in a MagPro, so just wanted to show that. And here's the last one. I've shown this card a few times. Put my Bobby Richardson autograph. Let's put an autograph card in one of these two. This is probably my favorite. It's among my favorite autographs, period. And it is among my favorite TTM autographs, especially among the Yankees I've gotten. The way he inscribed it, 61 Topps, right after his 60 World Series MVP, you know, albeit in a losing effort. But so this is going to be its permanent home now in this case. So. All right, so there's a bunch of Yankee cards there that I thought I would share in this video. Let's end it with two vintage cards. I'll put Mantle back up. Teammates here from back in the day. Thanks for watching, everybody. And again, this is no, you know, I'm not being remunerated or anything like that for this video, but they do have a deal going on. That's what made me finally follow through on an order. I'll probably do so again, you know, at some point, and get a few more of these, because they do work really well for those PC cards that you just, you know, kind of on another level in your PC, but you're not going to grade. So, all right, everybody, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.